Hi loves, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. It's Foundation Friday and we have a new drugstore, brand new launch from Maybelline that I can't wait to show you. So if you want to know more about that, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. All right, love bugs, we are talking today about the new Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. Full coverage protective makeup with SPF 50, you guys. It also has antioxidants, enriched pollution protection. I got two colors. I got 120 and 128. In my Walgreens, I did not see one that was going to be an exact match for me, so I did buy both of those. Now I did, oh my gosh, my face is itching me. Now I did pay $12.99 for it. On the website, there looks like a much bigger, wide range of colors, but not in my Walgreens. So I don't know if it was just like picked over or what, but those are the colors that were available to me. Basically what it says is that it is this full coverage, but their claim to fame on this foundation is it has antioxidant protection in it. And it's the Maybelline's first protective foundation makeup, specifically formulated to shield skin from harmful environmental aggressors. That's lightweight foundation, obviously broad spectrum SPF 50, and it's supposed to look natural, available in 16 shades. That's not great, come on Maybelline. And then dermatologist tested, which you all should know, if you ever see that on packaging, dermatologist tested, it does not mean dermatologist recommended. So just FYI, they use that just to say like it was probably tested. I mean, they can't not say it, but that it was tested by a dermatologist, but that the dermatologist didn't like recommend it. Just FYI. So this foundation you can be applied by your fingers, sponge, or a makeup brush. Now the only thing that in this does not talk about the coverage except for it being a natural looking finish. So it's more of that skin finish. I have prepped my skin like I normally do. The ingredients in this, I mean, well, let's be honest, it has dimethicone in it, alcohol dent, but it does have another type of dimethicone in it. But I think the antioxidants they're talking about is niacinamide, because that's in here. That also has caffeine in it. Yeah, basically that's all I can kind of see as far as antioxidant protection in here. Caffeine is not an antioxidant, but I think they're talking about the niacinamide. So is it super, like, in my opinion, good for your skin foundation? No, but the price point's amazing. Having like pollutant protection in here is amazing. I do recommend though that you give this a good shake. I do think that this foundation would be fantastic for everyone that is normal to dry and also oily, but I don't have to use a primer with this foundation. It really honestly goes on really nicely. I actually use a sponge. I actually use a brush for this foundation. This is one of the only foundations I ever use a brush for, and then I use a sponge on top just to kind of make sure there's no brush strokes. So let me show you how to do it. So I'm going to add a little bit of the darker one. And it comes in this really kind of cool, I like the delivery system of it. The squeeze tube, I think it's nice. And then I'm going to use a little bit more of the 120, which is the lighter one, because I'm more of that shade. And then I go in with a buffing brush. I'm just using the Zoeva 103 Definer buffing brush. And literally, it just goes like right on. There's a lot of great drugstore foundations like coming out over the past year and a half, like especially the CoverGirl one. They came out the matte one, like transfer resistant. I did a Foundation Friday on that. But look, I'm going to do one side of my face, by the way, so you guys can see the difference and scoot you in just 1 second. But it goes on beautifully with a brush. And this way you don't waste product. But look, and I actually pull this underneath my eyes. It's totally fine. It is, I don't know if I would call it like the fullest coverage ever. I'll be honest with you. To me, it absolutely looks like skin, but since it does have that alcohol in it, it does dry down very, very quickly, like it's already set. So let me scoot you in so you can see everything. All right, so this is one side done, and then this side is not done. Looks pretty, doesn't it? So I wouldn't call this, like, I wouldn't be super worried that this is going to be a mask-like foundation. Again, I don't know if I would call it a full coverage foundation, okay? So I'm gonna do the rest of my face, and you do have to use quite a bit of product, which is interesting since they say that it is full coverage. But I mean, for $12, why not? And it just goes on so beautifully. When I used it with a sponge, it kind of got streaky on me and actually thinned out more than I would have liked it to. So even for my skin, and this is like, I think this would be a great summer foundation for a lot of different skin types. Do you see how they call this full coverage, but you can still see? So I'm gonna show you, even when I build it up, and that's why a brush is great for this, is a stippling technique. I'm gonna bring it down my neck because it is a little bit darker. So stippling technique, and then kind of going over it with a sponge. So this is by no means like a super full coverage foundation, so I wouldn't feel like that weird about using this foundation. I mean, besides the ingredients, it does have fragrance in it too, by the way, you guys, but smelling it, it just smells like Maybelline, okay? So there it is. It goes on really quickly, really nice finish to it, and I do not set this foundation, just so you know, I do not set it with anything. It's done, it's dried down. I mean, it's just touch tacky, but that's really it. This is where we're at. And as always, I will go into natural light and show you what it looks like, but it went on like a dream. It feels weightless on the skin. So far so good. I've worn it for a little while, as I always do, but I haven't worn it for like a full 8 or 10 hours. So we're gonna try that out today and see how it works. So let me go ahead and put the rest of my makeup on, and I'll be right back. All right, love, so here it is, it's all on. There is not a stitch of powder on me except for just a touch under the eyes. It feels like it's dried down. It's really pretty on the skin, like I said. I am going to show you a natural light here in just about 2 seconds, but I wanted you to see what it looks like. I'm pretty impressed. I mean, it's a pretty foundation. It's $12.99. Let's see how it wears. It definitely is not like transfer resistant. Like when I put up my phone, like if I'm talking on the phone, like I don't even know who does this anymore, but it is on my phone just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. But I bet if you used a primer with it, and then if you wanted to set it maybe with a setting spray or with a powder, it probably wouldn't be. So anyway, let's go into some natural light and show you. All right, loves, so here we are in some natural light, and this is what it looks like. Real close up in the forehead. Doesn't it look like skin? I'm a little worried about right here. That's all I'm gonna say. I might have need a little bit of pore filling primer there, but man, 12 bucks, it's great. It's a really good foundation. So yeah, let's see how this wears. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Bye. All right, loves, we are outside. It is a total of 4 hours later. To me, it's looking pretty darn good. It's pretty hot today. It's pretty darn hot. It's not looking like it's cracking or creasing anywhere. Might be looking just a little bit strange right here, but that's it. Look how pretty it is. It's a really great foundation so far. So what do y'all think? Chin looks good, nose looks good, and for not setting this with powder, I don't know, I'm kind of impressed. Great price point. All right, so let me know what you think. Hang in with me there for a few more hours. Let's see what it does, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so here we are. There's my little baby girl. Say hi. Hi. We are at a total. Yes, my love.
Can I do it?
No, I don't. B. All right, love, so we are at a total of 9 hours of wear, and I have to say that I'm actually super impressed. I'm just going to show you everything. All around the face. Okay, might have worn off just a little bit on the nose. Nothing super crazy. Overall, this is a darn good foundation. Okay, ingredients might not be super amazing, but if this is your jam, it's $12.99. I also looked up on the Target website, and it is $10.99. And I think it's a go. And honestly, it's a good foundation. If you're looking for something that's a long lasting, it's a really good foundation. I mean, look at, even right here. Come on, it's so pretty. and didn't get overly oily. I'm impressed. So let me know if you guys have tried this foundation, and I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.